And then we have Slovakia, Finland, men's Group B at 10:40 Eastern on USA Network. And then we have the women's luge run 1 on USA Network. And then we have that for 20 minutes. And then we'll switch to women's luge run. That was luge run 1 on USA Network. Women's doubles luge run, first run. Then the men. Then we have that, and then they're gonna have the men's Hill ski jump. Out about 11:20 Eastern, and then 11:50 Eastern. Men's doubles luge run 1, and then the women's modules final, and NBC played. It's at 2 Eastern. Men's Hill, they're gonna have a repeat of that. 12:25 Eastern, another re-air. And then speed skiing, 1,000 meter men's at 12:30 Eastern USA. And then women's whether it's just a filler, 20 minutes of filler on USA Network. And then the women's doubles luge run 2 on USA Network at 12:45 Eastern. And then it's going to be on NBC at 12:55 Eastern. And Canada curling, Germany, their men's round robin now since the mixed doubles is done, at 1:05 Eastern. Then China, Great Britain, Czechia, USA, Sweden, Italy, and then figure skiing, they're going to have at 1:50 Eastern USA. Men's 1,000 meters speed skiing at 1:50 Eastern USA on NBC. And free dance in USA Network at 1:30 Eastern. Men's silver halfpipe qualifying at 1:30 Eastern. That's on NBC. It's going to be at 1:40 Eastern on NBC, 10 minutes late. And they're going to join the free dance. They're going to join the free dance in progress on NBC at 2:15 Eastern. And they're going to go to then the snowboard halfpipe and the free dance are going to switch places. The free dance is going to be in NBC. The halfpipe qualifying is going to be USA at 2:50 Eastern. And then Sweden, Italy, Group B men's is at 3:10 Eastern. And then they're going to skip this 15 minutes, first 15 minutes of the game. And then go to Sweden, Italy, men's Group B on USA. Okay. And then I'm only talking about live. I'm not talking re-airs because I've already made tons of videos on this. There's gonna be like 10 parts to this. 10 to 5-minute parts. 10-minute parts. So. And then on Canada curling, Denmark curling, women's run up, Italy, Switzerland, Japan, Sweden, South Korea, USA. And then the men's skeleton runs 1-2 at 3:30 Eastern. And the curling is at 3:05 Eastern for women's run. The men's moguls qualifying round 1 is on NBC. It's supposed to be men's moguls qualifying round 2 on NBC. But they met, I don't know. Either way, that's on USA at 4 Eastern. Men's snowboard cross qualifying at 4 Eastern. They're joined on progress on USA at 4:35 Eastern. Women's Super G is going to be joined starting on USA at 5:30 Eastern. And then Switzerland fence men's Group A 6:15 or 6 Eastern. Men's Group A hockey men's moguls final is going to be joined in progress on USA Network at 6:45 Eastern. It's going to start on Peacock with the World Feed at 5:50 Eastern. Then the 7 Eastern is going to be a 10-kilometer free skiing, cross-country skiing. They're going to miss the first 15 minutes of the event on USA Network. Join in progress. And the men's snow, or maybe tape delayed a little bit. Maybe tape delayed just a tad. They might catch back up to the live coverage. They may catch back up to it. Catch back up to it. And then we have the men's snowboard cross finals. I mean, they might be commenting on live, but you see tape delayed. I guess the US commentators, so it doesn't look like, they're gonna have it kind of sneakily which I like that. It's more sneakily commentated, not so you don't know it's tape delayed. I mean, you can find out nowadays that's tape delayed a little bit, but it's not done in a way that's hey, we're gonna show it live, true live, so and it's and then join the US, so may have sneakily cut, so then it catches back up to live, which makes sense, I don't, which is understandable. And then the men's snowboard cross finals at 7:00 Eastern, then 8:05 Eastern, Great Britain, Sweden, Norway, Germany, USA, Switzerland, in curling, and then men's curling, and then men's snowboard cross finals at 8:35 Eastern, USA. South Korea, USA women's round robin curling from earlier in the day. They're gonna have that at 9:50 Eastern or TV premiere. Then Czechia, Canada men's debate at 10:30 Eastern. Then the women's free speed skiing 5,000 meter at 10:30 Eastern. And moguls final at noon Eastern on NBC. And the luge team relay final. It's gonna be joined in progress at 12:30 Eastern on NBC. Start at 12:30 Eastern on Peacock. And women's 5,000 meter speed skiing at 1 Eastern on NBC. China and Great Britain, Denmark, Japan. Italy, South Korea, Sweden, USA curling at 1:05 Eastern on streaming. And the men's skeleton runs 1-2 in USA at 1:30 Eastern. And the half pipe snowboarding women's final at 1:30 Eastern. Women's 500 and 1,000 meter speed skiing finals. The short ones at 2:50 Eastern. Short track. And Latvia USA men's group C. That's on, and then that 2:50 Eastern on USA Network. They're gonna have at 2:55 Eastern on NBC. Then it's gonna be USA men's group C hockey at 3 Eastern. Germany Denmark men's group C at 3:10 Eastern. And then women's 10K free at 4 Eastern NBC. And we're going to have Canada, USA curling at 3 Eastern on NBC. China, Norway, Great Britain, Italy, Switzerland, Czechia on streaming. So we're class qualifying at 4 Eastern. Then 10K free in the men's is going to be joining progress at 6 Eastern USA. 5:45 Eastern on streaming. Finland, Sweden on Group B men's at 6 Eastern. Italy, Slovakia, Finland, Sweden at 7:30 Eastern. On USA, it's going to be joining in progress. It's kind of fake me out, but it is joining progress. Finland, Sweden, men's Group B hockey joining progress. And the Supercross finals at 7:30 Eastern. The 10K men's sprint of the biathlon. And China's at Eastern. China, Switzerland, Denmark, Sweden, Great Britain, South Korea, USA, Canada, and women's round robin curling at 8:05 Eastern. And women's Supercross finals joining progress at 8:30 Eastern. The men's 10K sprint joining progress at 8:55 Eastern. And then luge team relay at 9:30 Eastern. And then women's skeleton run 1 10 Eastern. And the speed skiing men's 7,000 meter starting at 10 Eastern. Joining progress at 10:30 Eastern. Then we have France, Czechia, and men's group A qualifying. 10:40 Eastern. Or group stage. And then women's quarterfinal hockey at 10:40 Eastern. And women's skeleton second round at 11:55 Eastern. And the men's 10K free. Was on USA Network. That's going to be on. It re-aired on NBC. I show some re-airs, but it's mostly like the US NBC coverage. At noon Eastern, the figure skiing. And then free ski. Men's free ski at noon 1 Eastern. Then I have a little preview at 12:45 Eastern. Women's Supercross finals on NBC at 1 Eastern. Canada, Sweden, Czechia, Norway, Germany, Italy, Sweden, China at 1:05 Eastern. The men run stream for the men's skeleton 1:30 Eastern. The snowboard halfpipe final at 1:30 Eastern NBC. Then I have hockey on USA Network at 2:50 Eastern. Then we're going to join in NB, which is going to be NBC men's free ski is going to be joining in on NBC at 3 Eastern. And then we're going to have a women's quarterfinal at 3:10 Eastern on USA Network. And then Canada, Switzerland at 3:10 Eastern as well, men's group A. Okay. And then on USA Network, we have Great Britain, Canada, men's round robin, Italy, China, Western Japan on the 14th. Let's see a date up here. And then men's giant slam run, that's at 4 Eastern, men's giant slam run 1. And then the women's dual modules finals. Starting at 4:30 Eastern, joining in progress 4:40 Eastern NBC. The women's 4x7F kilometer relay on USA Network at 6 Eastern. And then CNBC is going to have Germany, Latvia, men's group C hockey at 6 Eastern.